Our most significant export over the years has not been steel and coal. It has been our best and our brightest. We must work with those who have left to ensure that more of them can return and thus stem the tide of Cape Bretoners leaving this place for opportunities elsewhere. The final piece of my economic platform is to establish an advisory task force on the economy to provide advice on how to properly support our business community and to grow our economy. This task force will consist of business people, professionals, and academics from across CBRM who will help in the development of our strategic planning. My second major priority as mayor is good governance. Good governance means the effective management of our resources. We must look as well to our partners, i.e. the province and the federal government, to ensure that they are acting fairly toward our municipality. We know that CBRM has been systematically shortchanged by the province over the last decade with respect to equalization. This has made it extremely challenging to provide quality services to our citizens. We also know that the approach we have taken to this has not met with ultimate success. But that doesn't mean we stop insisting on fairness and justice. We just need to take another approach. We know that by the province's own calculations, CBRM is entitled to nearly twice the amount of equalization it receives. And we know that that amount over the past 10 years is roughly comparable to the current debt of CBRM. While Cecil Clark believes that CBRM has been treated fairly and equitably by the provincial government, I can tell you that this candidate does not share that opinion. I will continue to fight to convince the province that it is time for fairness and it is time for justice. My approach may be different than my predecessor, but my conviction for fairness is and will be unwavering. We must work to change the tax structure of Nova Scotia Power. Currently, they have properties throughout our community, and they are not taxed. They instead provide a grant in lieu of taxes, an amount that is far less than they would pay if they were paying commercial taxes to this municipality. In addition, I commit to holding annual public meetings with the citizens of CBRM so as to be accountable to you, to update you on our activities and our progress on the commitments I am making here today. In this day and age, it is entirely possible to take a more deliberate and collaborative approach to governance, and I want you all to be part of that process. We know that we must tackle the debt of the municipality. But understand this debt is manageable. And like any family dealing with debt, we just need a plan. And that plan must include a fair deal from the province of Nova Scotia, and it must include economic growth for our region. The final piece of my good governance priority is to create a more accessible and a more open City Hall, a place where citizens feel welcome in and are encouraged to come for support, for services, and to express your views to elected and non-elected officials. We must all truly work together to fashion a better future. And part of that is welcoming dialogue with you on an ongoing basis. My third priority as mayor is to build a vibrant community. We have a great community now, filled with strengths we can build on. The challenge is to make our community an even better place. Economic growth is one piece of this, but there is more to it as well. We must focus on ensuring that we live in a safe community, and we must do that by supporting the efforts of our excellent police force, as well as community-based initiatives like the Association for Safer Kipbriden Communities. We have the tools to tackle our most complex challenges, and we must continue to work together to ensure that we in fact do that. We must focus on well-being from a more holistic perspective, and to that end, within the first 100 days of my mandate, I will create a voluntary advisory committee drawn from experts from our community to develop a well-being index that will help to gauge the well-being of our people and give us benchmarks to work toward.